Hello guys and welcome to another episode of our Leeds Career Mode series. So this is our third season now. So last season we finished 10th in the league, so a very good season. I think it's fair to say, our first season in the Prem. We finished on 49 points, -5 goal difference, so it does show that we have got to improve in our attacking areas and also our defensive areas. So Liverpool won the league with 102 points. Man City not far off them, to be fair, with 99, but there was a goal difference of 10, which obviously nicked it for Liverpool if it would have went down to the same points. Man U finished third, so a decent season for them, 96 points. And as we go down, you can see a couple of noticeable teams like you fully expect to be Spurs, Arsenal and Chelsea in the top 7. Wolves, to be fair, picked Arsenal and Chelsea for 5th place. As we go down, Newcastle also had a very good season, finishing in 8th. In the relegation zone, rock bottom, Nottingham Forest with 9 points, so very poor from them. And West Brom and Bournemouth also went down. It was very close between Bournemouth and Southampton, 25 points, both of them, but it was just goal difference what saved Southampton over Bournemouth. So we'll have a look at some of the winners from the cup competition. Spurs beat United, Manchester United in the Carabao Cup final, winning 2-1. Arsenal beat Spurs 4-3. On penalties in the FA Cup final, so an all-London derby. What a game that was, to finish 3-3 before going to penalties. Wolfsburg beat Valencia 2-0 in the final of the Europa League, and Real Madrid and Liverpool met in the Champions League final. It did finish 1-1, so it did go to penalties, which Real Madrid won 5-4. So we get to choose our pre-season tournaments now. I always like to do this just to get more money, and as you can see, 7 million if we win this one. Difficulty is 4-star. A couple of familiar names or teams there. I can see Hertha Berlin, Hoffenheim as well, and that might be Galatasaray. I might be wrong, but it's hard to see. But yeah, I'm going to accept this one, 7 million if we win it. So for the training, I'm going to start off training Doku. So we'll simulate the first one. So trying to do his attacking bits more and his passing. Also, there's some defending on there as well. It's just more to get his rating up quicker. And the free kick is the final one. His free kicks aren't the best, so it's more for his curve and his long shots I'm doing it for. But if we can get him to 80 fairly quickly, I think we can improve him by a couple more before we do start the first game of the season. So transfer budget we've got is 20 million. I think that's really poor, to be fair, considering we finished 10th. We made a lot of profit for the team by staying in the Prem. And we didn't really spend much last season. So 20 million, I wanted some top quality players, so I think we are going to struggle, to be fair. And we've got a wage budget of 136, so we can always change that, maybe put us more wage budget or even more transfer budget, whatever we need. But maybe we've got to offload maybe one, maybe even 2 players. So we've had an email from the board. They've gave us an extra 1.7 million for the transfer budget, so up to 17.9 million now. So I suppose it's better than nothing. I would have preferred something like 5 million, but I suppose it's better than not getting anything at all. Daniel Ayala as well, we've had a bid for him, so we're going to have a quick look at that now. So they've offered 3.5 million for Daniel Ayala, but we've been told we can get up to 3.9 for him. Is it worth trying to get that extra couple, 400,000 for him? Or face them walking away? I think 3.5 million is very good. We've got 2 centre-halves coming in, so all we've got to do is pay a couple of million for another decent backup centre-half, and then we've improved the team. So I think I'm going to accept it. So 3.5 million for Daniel Ayala has been accepted. So we managed to get 3 players in last season on pre-contracts ready for this season, and they were Mangala, Ryan Bertrand and Bruma. So 2 centre-halves. Bertrand was 75 as well when we got all the accepted offer and or done all his contract, so he's lost an ability already. I'm not too sure if the other ones have lost, but with Daniel Ayala being sold for 3.5 million, Mangala and Bruma, great covers for our second string team. So in the International Cup we beat Frankfurt 2-1 in the final, so it was a good win. Obviously gives us more money for the transfer kitty, and I've used that. I've bought 2 players in now, I'm going to show you. We've also sold a couple, but there's still business to do. So the 2 players we've bought in, first one is Rui Patricio, keeper from Wolves, for 9.5 million. He is valued at 12.5, but I've seen someone do it before that. I have also, I think I've spoke about it before as well. I did see someone who I've watched on numerous videos. They do put the sell-on clause up to 25%. You can get them for a lot cheaper, so which I've done for not only Patricio but our next signing as well. So I think it's a good signing, 9.5 million. He is 33 years old, but rated 83 is definitely an improvement on Fabianski. As much as I do love Fabianski, he's pulled off some great saves for us. He'll be a great backup keeper. But that is our first signing. Next, we bought in Jack Wilshere for 7 million. His value was 7.9. I think they wanted about 9 million. So he must have recently signed a new contract at West Ham, maybe. I'm not too sure. But a great player. It feels like he's been around for years. Very injury prone though. But I don't think it's going to affect us too much in our FIFA career. It'd be more Football Manager if it did. But you can see there his 8 is balance, short pass, ball control, aggression and vision, and also long pass. So great midfielder. It's a great package to have. And for 7 million, I think it's a bit of a steal. So some of the outgoings then, we got rid of one of our youth players, Kelly, for 700,000, rated 64. I probably could have kept him, but with us not going to do many seasons, there's no point now. I might as well cash in and bring some better players in. Casillas was also gone, considering we brought Patricio in. I thought there's no point keeping him. He's not going to play as much, and he can go and do a job somewhere else. So 2.4 million. He was valued at 1.9 with a 72 rated. So we've made money on him, to be fair. Stuart Dallas has gone, unfortunately. I would have liked to have kept him, but we didn't really need him. We've got 3 other left backs in Kakasi, Bertrand and Davies. So I thought he's aging a bit now. We might as well cash in on him, and we got 3 million for him. So very happy with that. And the final departure, as you all know, Daniel Ayala has also gone out for 3.5 million. He is valued at 4.1. But I think 3.5 million for a centre half, only rated 74, is very good. So there might be some more departures. There'll be definitely some more incomings. We've just got to wait now, a couple of days now. We'll play one game, our first game of the season. Wait for a couple of scout reports to come back, and then we'll have we'll have a look again. So it's very much a similar team as last season, only obviously one addition for our first 11, which is Patricio. The 83 rated keeper, but he's a very good keeper, so I'm very happy to bring him in. It's just I expected more money in the transfer market, with especially how well we did, but we've had to sell players to even get what we've got now. We have got about 10 million left, but we do need a centre attacking mid, a backup for Lee, as Hernandez retired. Also, just a quick note, Alioski has left as well. We didn't give him a new contract last season because I didn't think we need him. But that is someone else has left. But yeah, Shaughnessy as well. Shaughnessy, the centre half, has gone. But definitely need a centre attacking mid, as we've only got 2 in Lee and Roberts at the moment. So that's probably where the rest of our money is really going to go. But I do want to try and bring a couple more players in for our second string team. I am quite happy with our first team. With a bit of training, the players are obviously going to improve. But I think it's a very good Prem team. We've just got to try and push now for a Europa League spot. But this is how we line up then. It's our strongest lineup going into the first game against Newcastle. Mitrovic, little back heel. Patricio forced into the first save for our club. Prado gives a beautiful ball to Kent. How many players we've got forward? Can Kent square it? He can. Can we put it into the back of the net? We can with Doku. The player we've been training now, trying to get his attributes up. And I tell you what, you can see a difference already. What am I on about? He's only just scored a goal. How can you see a difference already? He hasn't even done anything. I don't know why I've said that. Absolutely ridiculous from myself. But yeah, he puts the ball into the back of the net. Doku puts Leeds 1-0 up. Good defending, Skurs. Oh, that's not good defending now. No. Oh, what a save. What was that pass? Skurs was... Oh my god, I ain't even got no words to say. It was absolutely ridiculous. He does well to win the ball in the first place, and then he tries to pass it inside to White, and it goes all wrong. Patricio does well, but they get very lucky. Almiron, the ball goes back to him off his knee somehow, and he just falls straight into his path, and he levels the tie. It's 1-1. Prado, that's a weak pass to Greenwood, but we get lucky. Greenwood, you know what his finishing's ability like? Oh my god, I've jinxed him. Oh, and I don't know why I've gone for a finesse shot into the opposite corner, so he's had to swivel his body, and look at that. I went for the left hand corner. The keeper's right, and it just nowhere near. Lee, can he get a little dink in? He can. Oh, we can't get the shot away. It's a penalty. Harvey, the player we were scouting, the player I got told to bring in, but we haven't really got the money to do so. Maybe he wanted to be a Leeds player. He gives away the penalty. I think it's like 76 minutes in. This could be a great chance now to go ahead. So it's Greenwood. He's got to make up for that earlier miss. What a poor effort that was, and he does. Keeper doesn't even move. Mason Greenwood, scoring goals last season and the season before, and he starts the first game today on the score sheet. And it's a great little pen, to be fair, into the corner. Keeper didn't even move though, but look at that. Puts Leeds 2-1 up, and it's a great penalty. Fosu Mensah plays it down the line to Doku. Surely he's got pace to beat his man, and he has. I thought he was going to catch him up then. What can he do? Can we square it? Oh, we can. But it's defended well, to be fair. And there's the full-time whistle. So a 2-1 win over Newcastle at St James's Park. It was a great win, to be fair. Very happy to get the 3 points on the board. Great start to the season. So all the signings are done. I'm going to quickly whiz through them now. It's not been the top class signings I wanted to bring in because we didn't really have a lot of money at the start of the season, so it's been more players bringing in for our second string team just to improve that. So you already know about Rui Patricio and Jack Wilshere. Our next signing was Tom Kearney, our centre attacking mid. Hernandez has retired, so we had to bring someone in, and we paid 7 million for him, so it wasn't the cheapest of deals, but we had to bring someone in, and everyone else that we did scout was a lot more money, so we had to bring in. He's a good player. Only on 30 grand a week as well, which I think is fairly decent for the Premier League. So he could be a great option, but we will find out obviously within a couple of the games. Lewis Baker, Click is declining very quickly, so we had to bring in someone to partner Jack Wilshere, so that does mean Click will be probably moved to the bench because he won't get much game time in the second string team now. So Kamara being our last signing, we needed a bit more firepower up front, maybe coming off the bench, so it's either going to be between him or Dwight Gale for the backup team. I think I'm leaning more towards Kamara because he's very fast, he's strong as well, so that's probably why he's going to get picked over Dwight Gale. We paid 5 million for him. For Baker we paid 4.3 million as well, so we didn't really bring any cheap players in, to be fair. For their ability, it's quite expensive. I think Baker's probably the better option, or the better of dealings. He's a good player, and I think he'll bring a bit of quality to that midfield with Jack Wilshere. We did try and bring in these 3 players. With Al Morrison, I thought would have been a great option. Sheffield United accepted a 4.5 million bid, but he just rejected the contract terms. Blessing for West Brom, they rejected a 4 million offer. He's valued at 6.5, so you can see why, but I did do the sign-on clause, and all the others seem to pretty much accept that. But yeah, they rejected it, and they didn't even give us a second chance to try and negotiate, so he would have been a better option than Tom Kearney, I think, because he's a lot younger. And Luis Muriel, we tried to bid 10 million, he's valued at 13, and then we put the sign-on clause on, but they come back with a 17.6 million offer, and we had to reject it. So that is the end of the episode, guys. Only one game, as you know, for this episode. Obviously it was more about the transfers, so next episode we'll be back to 3 games, just a normal episode. There won't be any more transfers, I don't think. We've got nothing in the bank, not even 100,000. We've been absolutely skint out, so but we had to bring the players in to improve our backup team. So we do sit in 6th at the moment, obviously only 1 game played, but it's a good start. Some teams have played 2 games, with Wolves and Watford both unbeaten on 6 points. Wolves as well haven't even conceded. Oh, neither of Watford. Neither of them have conceded a goal. So they look like the teams to chase at the moment. But that is the end of the episode, guys. I hope you did enjoy it. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Let me know in the comment section what you think of the transfers. Obviously, like I said, I couldn't really bring anyone better in, so we had to work with what we've got. So yeah, let me know, guys. Take care, and I'll see you soon.